Yes, everyone, how you guys doing today, man? Nini FC, and I'm back again to do another watch along stream for tonight. This afternoon, why am I saying this evenings? But this afternoon's big game against relegation favourites in Leicester City. It's a bit of a big reunion day, of course, for Maresca, Fofana, and a few other people at the football club. But yeah, man, we need to capitalise over Leicester City today. We need to get the 3 points. Failure to secure 3 whole points, yeah, absolute nightmare. Serious conversations and talks around what's happening right now. And honestly, we need to get the 3 points in time for our game next week against Arsenal. Arsenal, with their injuries to Havertz and co, they're kind of there for the taking a little bit. There's an opportunity against them right now. And I feel like with us having players returning back, with hopefully a run of form, beating Copenhagen in the second leg and then getting ready for Arsenal, that's the best preparation, of course, really like flex our muscles a bit. Because if we get the points against Arsenal, we start to recontextualize the season a little bit and we start to have some newfound hope, man. So yeah, great to see some of you guys here. I'm a bit of a very last minute stream because, I'm not going to lie, I've been struggling to find the right stream to watch the game from. That's been the honest truth to things. It's been really frustrating. I don't know what it is, but I'm actually watching the game on my laptop at the moment because on my desktop, for some reason, the stream is like forever loading and loading and loading and never actually going to the stream. So it doesn't make any sense. It's really frustrating. And yeah, man, it's annoying that these 2 p.m. kickoffs just aren't broadcasted in the UK. But regardless, my guys, let's look at the lineup real quick. This is the team today. I guess none of us are really that surprised. We all expected Wesley Fofana to be back in the team. Maresca, of course, spilled the beans in his press conference before the game. And I think it's like the perfect type of time for Fofana now to return back. Playing against his former club. The Leicester City fans were giving him some stick today. They're going to stick it on him. They weren't happy in the manner in which he left. Honestly, I don't know why these clubs of these fans get so emotionally attached. I mean, for God's sake, you're not expecting your best players to remain at Leicester forever, are you? And, he had to do what he had to do to force the move here because Leicester weren't playing ball. It is what it is. But he's, a nice selection, but not really a surprise. But I guess the big surprise is Robert Sanchez returning back into the first team. Should we have expected this? I mean, he started the last game against Copenhagen. Bit of an easy game for him. Nothing really to worry about in that game. But Maresca has remained adamant that Sanchez is his number one. And does this mean that maybe Jorgensen hasn't done enough recently to really force the manager's hands? Maybe, you could argue that. Yeah, I get some of you guys might say, Nini, he should be getting at least 5-6 games, whatever. Fair enough. But I don't know. Me personally, obviously Sanchez has kind of disappointed me near the end. I held some patience out for him because he has done some good things this season. But I don't know if I have like a real strong opinion on feeling pissed off because he's in the team again. And not Jorgensen, as if like Jorgensen is like 10 times better. I feel like it's a bit redundant and a bit, a waste of my energy to really be worried about that. The only thing I can really focus my energy on is that Sanchez does not mess up today, does not flop, and does not revert to type. Because if he does, my lords, please, sister, I don't want to see this guy till the season ends. But Maresca's clearly seen something, man. Let's hope that Sanchez steps up and doesn't mess up today. Honestly, that really annoy me. In terms of the attack, it's an attack that I have to give credit to Maresca. He's found some good balance in a short amount of time. I think Pedro Neto has seamlessly just fitted in up front. I guess it shouldn't be a surprise because he has played up front a few times for Leicester. It's like, it's not that different. But I got a super chat here from Science Burger. W Trim Nini, I appreciate that, bro. Obviously, shout out my barber Moody, this guy, man. You know what? He was in Iraq and Qatar for the last 3.5 weeks on holiday. Obviously, you can't cheat on your barber. I had to remain patient. You think I was happy to be showcasing my mug in front of you guys? No trim, no lineup, no nothing. Absolutely not. But I can't lie, I feel like it came at the right time because in the UK right now, the weather has been nice. Surprisingly nice. It's one of those games, one of those days where the football is going to be crisp. It's going to be on point. The players are going to feel quite energetic. They'll be ready for this game for sure. I feel like I got my gym at the right time. But it's funny because from next week, all this weather, we say goodbye to the sunshine, the brightness, and even the heat right now, because it's going to be hitting like 0 degrees again. Like, this country, man, it's absolutely mad. But yeah, shout out for that, bro. I appreciate that, man. My score prediction for the game, I've gone for it's 3-0. It's 3-0. Like, if it's not a convincing win today against Leicester City, then I don't know, to be fair with you. But I'm sorry, I don't even care if I sound arrogant. 3-0 minimum. I think Pedro Neto will score. I think Cole Palmer will finally break his deadlock against Leicester today. And I want to see Nkunku score. You know, I felt for Nkunku because, you know, he hasn't... my opinion's always been that the team never have really had much time to play with him. So they haven't, like, clocked or sussed his movements and how he operates. I do like that Maresca's using him on the left with Cucurella making those overlaps out wide. That's the key thing. Enzo Fernandez will share duties there as well. Like, if you're going to have these profiles, they can fit, but you have to adapt. And credit to Maresca, he hasn't done it instantly, but then when he's realized that his initial idea hasn't worked, he has adapted. So I would like to see my attack get the goals today. I want to see, like, Nkunku, Palmer, and Neto make that difference today. But I think for me, the key players are going to be Neto. Without him playing up front, we don't press, we don't do nothing that we've been doing before. Enzo Fernandez, for me, is going to be a key player. I think these are the type of games Enzo kind of excels in. A lot of space to, like, arrive inside the box. You know, he's really improved in the timing of his shots. One of the things that he was really weak in the last 2 seasons was he never set his body up perfectly for the shot. For, like, a first-time strike when he was, like, making his strides into those areas, but he's really improved upon that. Like, the goal he scored against Copenhagen was well executed, considering, like, how point blank that pass was coming at him, and he shifted his body in a really good way last minute to obviously just steer that to the far right corner. You guys know I've always remained adamant that Enzo is a box-to-box midfield player. He can play this role. And it's just up to him now to just continue the form. I think it's been a bright season for Enzo. It's definitely been his best season here. And it's one of those seasons that makes me feel confident that there's more to come from him in the future. So let's see what happens there. I mean, clearly we are going to invert with the system. Wesley Fofana will play wide right. Tosin, I'm assuming, is going to be naturally in the middle. And Cole will have more license to push forward a little bit down the left-hand side. And I want to see him do that. You know, he does have a decent cross in him from deep areas. I want him to, like, show his passing range even more. He's one of the best progressive passers in the league. And he's, like, what, 21, 22 years old. Him doing that should give the license for Cucurella to hopefully make a bit more, like, overlapping runs. Obviously, he'll be inverting alongside Moises, but there's still an opportunity for Cucurella, of course, to, you know, overlap on the left-hand side. Like, we know what it's going to be like. It's going to be like the build-up would be 3-1-6-1. That's kind of how we're doing things. So, no, 3-1-5-1, not 3-1. Or 3-1-6, or whatever you guys want to call it. So, yeah, there's definitely opportunities here for goals. I think this is a very positive lineup. I think there's definitely goals in this team today. And for myself, if it's not 3-0 today, I'm going to be a bit surprised because I think, yeah, there's enough in us to make that happen right now. But you guys, what you said in the chat right now, the game is starting in 2 minutes time. I'm going to send you guys the link that I've been using. Hopefully this link works better for you because it's been so shit for me today. As I said, I'm watching this I'm watching this on my laptop right now. It's the only way I get access to the stream for some reason. But I'm going to, like, pin this in the top comment for you guys literally right now. So I've posted it in the chat and I'm now pinning the comment. This is the link I'm using in the game today. So if you guys need a link or if you see people struggling and they need some help, just tell them where to find it. Hopefully they're going to notice it because it's, like, literally in front of their face. It's, like, glowing, as you can see here. It's literally glowing in yellow. That link is what I'm using and hopefully it's working for you guys today. But anyway, let me get ready to get this timer on, this live timer on. Okay, manual controls. I don't know why the like my timer doesn't automatically start. I'm kind of like surprised by that. Okay, first half's about to start. Robert Sanchez. Like, should we, Chad, do you feel like we should have some patience for Sanchez? He seems like a man reborn, you know, like, like it takes real dedication to keep that being bold, you know? Like, he's probably shaving it every day, you know, he's applying at the right protective, like, creams and gels and stuff like that, you know? I've always felt like footballers, for some reason, like when they want to like find new form or kind of reimagine themselves, reinvigorate themselves, they always start with their hair first, which is like the funny thing, right? Okay, my friends, it's about to start soon. Give me your score predictions real quick. I'm going for 3-0. What are you going for? And kickoff is about to begin in right now. So my friends, we start. Leicester City kick things off right now at Stamford Bridge. It's looking absolutely beautiful at the bridge today. I mean, let's look at the sunlight, man. It's peak sun. This is like peak Premier League weather right now. Ooh, okay. A bit of a tackle from Ndidi then against Nkunku. I'm curious to see how Leicester are going to approach this game. Connor Cody plays it long and Cornwall is there to deal with that. Good header from Levi Cole. I mean, obviously, Cornwall needs to improve on a few things, but I also feel like when we only just have this mindset out that someone's bad, we always look at the next bad thing they're about to do, and we don't like combine the positives that he does as well. Like for me, because bro, come on, like I was lucky enough to see guys like Lampard and Terry like develop. I sound like I'm really old, even though I'm not. I was like a young kid at the time these guys were playing. But I saw these guys were like, I saw the improvements. I always said, no one in the fan base ever guessed that Lampard would be the guy he did. Like these guys, they reach new heights. They start doing new things, you know? Oh, okay. Oh, is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? Is that not a penalty? Oh my God. That's crazy. That's a pen, ref. That is a pen. That is a pen. Pen. That's a pen, man. Come on, stop wasting time. It's a straight pen. You think Cole Palmer's diving? That was an interesting pass. Oh, see? The follow-through caught him. The follow-through caught him straight. Look, he gets his body in front. And I don't even think Palmer was like... I think it was smart play to try and force some contacts, but it wasn't like bait. And he's not going to look at VAR. Bro, every single time with our club, man. The rules don't apply to us. The rules don't apply to us. They don't like it. They don't like it, man. They don't apply the rules fairly to us. Seeing the pens that Liverpool are winning recently, the lack of consistency in this country is, wow, it's disgraceful, honestly. You guys think I'm talking shit? For me, this is a straight pen. You know, like when I'm seeing how soft some of these pens have been given to other teams the last few weeks, like how is that any different to anything we've seen? Like, come on. This is BS, man. So you guys, 2-0, 3-1, 3-1, so we'll probably concede. Reece James is ill. Reece James is ill at the moment, so he's not injured, so don't worry, man. And I'm okay with it. I don't need Reece James about week in, week out, realistically. Not right now. Next season, get him ready for games on a 90-minute basis per week. But this season, nah. No need to force it. Alright, obviously, naturally, my stream is just lagging for no reason, as always. Liverpool or media, yeah, they are the media darlings for sure. Meanwhile, on Eunice's stream, he's saying Palmer is diving. I mean, listen, I hear what he's saying. I think it's smart play from Palmer to put himself in a position where contacts, you know, can be made. That's just what these guys do at this level, realistically, though. So it's not like it's too deep for me. But it doesn't matter about, you know, I don't agree with this thing that penalties have to be earned. Not at all. Penalties do not have to be earned, as if like we're in, you know, in church or something, you know. Oh, interesting cross then. Cucurella, can he get there? Okay. See what I mean? Like that little push from Cucurella is a foul. Like if that moment happened outside the box, it would be called a foul towards Cole Palmer. Do you guys get what I mean? If that was outside the pen box, that is a free kick to Cole Palmer. So if that can apply outside the box, why can't it apply inside the box? It's the same foul. Now fouls aren't supposed to be different just because it's inside the penalty area and it has to be earned. I mean, that's like absolute nonsense in my opinion. So I don't know, man. I think we're done there again. And it's not the first time that referees are reluctant, very reluctant to want to give us anything in these areas and moments. Okay. The little, this country I live in, man. Yeah, my stream is just reloading again, my guys. If you guys have like a link you can even send me as well, that's not like VIP Royal or VIP Books or anything. Maybe like send it my way if you don't mind. Only because it's like the stream was working fine before, now it's doing this thing where it's cutting off and getting interrupted now, which is really getting on my nerves. Reese will never be 90 minutes every week. Yeah, definitely not this season. Maybe in the future. Like Reese James is that good. I play the long game with this guy. Like even if he like was at half his capacity, he's still better than most players. A 50% Reese James is still better than, you know, most guys playing in his position, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, I'm really struggling out here today, boys. Like, how are you guys able to watch these streams uninterrupted? This is what I don't get. I've got a very strong PC. I got like the best Virgin internet. Like, I'm absolutely just confused. I use my phone. I use my Mac. I've used my desktop. I've used Chrome. I've used Safari. Yes, Doug. It's what you saying, bro. Okay, maybe. This is nuts, bro. Absolutely nuts. You guys, do you have like a link you can send me? Because the links I've been using for some reason is now failing me very hard right now. The whole stream is bad, potentially. But I've used like 5 different ones, so, and they're all pretty shit to be honest. There must be like a one on Twitter or something. Someone's normally doing something bad on Twitter. Fuck's sake, man. Some BS, bro. Okay, I found one. Thank God. Thank you, Twitter. I'm gonna post you guys the Twitter link that I've found here in case you guys need it too. I'm gonna post it here for you guys in case you need it as well. Okay, anyway, like bit of. Hopefully, I've not missed too much. Sorry about that, you guys. Seems like Cucurella is still down. It's just the 9th minute and 43rd second right now. I think that's... No, I'm 1 minute behind. So obviously, I am. Fucking hell, mate. My link is on NBC. Yeah, exactly. Game on. Yeah. Do you guys have a good one? Or realistically not? Like, no one's got a good link right now. Like, I need to ask... You know what? I've never asked the other Chelsea guys. What the hell do they use to watch this stuff uninterrupted? Because this is crazy. Was it better in your previous place? I can't remember. Well, what do you mean by that? Like, the link I'm using socceronline.me. I've used VIP Row this. I've used like a million different... stream sites, to be honest. It's getting no luck. If I don't get something soon, I'm gonna have to give up the stream, realistically. I don't know why you guys will be watching me if I'm not even up to date with things. Please tell me this one's working. VIP bro, yeah, exactly. Like, it's working for you guys. Yeah, Aaron, bro, yeah, if you can send it to me on Twitter or something, that could be helpful. Because I'm not really understanding what's going on. Seems like I'm a minute behind. Seems like there's like been some contact injury. Fayesh is getting his head bandaged right now. So what happened here then? Like, something between himself and Cucurella. So I'm guessing there's going to be like crazy amounts of extra time. The most important thing is still 0-0. OVO streams works. Okay. Anyway, it seems like I'm like a minute behind. So I'm going to update the timer. But at least I found something. Yes, my guy. OVO streams. You're a legend, bro. Yes. The quality is even better. Like, yeah, thanks for that, man. Like, real legend, man. It's just like, why? Like, yeah, you got to find the right streaming site. Maybe no one's using OVO streams or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's better. That's making sense now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update these times. I'm like a minute behind you guys. That's the only like BS thing. But yeah, I need to watch a game somehow. Manual clock. Okay. Okay, Sancho. How do you guys find Sancho on the right flank now? It looks like he looks a bit more, I don't know. I feel like I noticed a bit of like an output rise from Sancho when he's down the right flank instead of cutting inside from the left. Enzo, bit of head tennis, but we keep the possession in Leicester's half. Sancho receives it, plays it back to Tosin. Tosin to the feet of Levi. Who does Levi find? Back into Tosin, back to Levi. Cucurella now has dropped deep. But again, we're seeing Leicester City, you know, a lot of teams these days, mid-block setup. You're not looking to, that was a very nice little, you know, reverse line breaker from Tosin. But Palmer just wasn't in sync with that. But that was a great pass from Tosin then. But we're noticing teams, especially at the lower caliber teams, they're just more content with keeping numbers behind, you know, mid-block setup, you know, overloading our midfields, stopping us from playing centrally. Most of the times when we have to play through centrally, we have to play like a line-breaking pass from one of the centre-backs to find someone. But they don't always necessarily lead to like, you know, attacks or, you know, chance creation on goal. I don't know. Sometimes I wish, like, could we be a bit more fluid, you know? Like, I've liked the idea of overloading one sides and then building up that way. Because I think if you do that, like, not like all the time. Oh, nice interception from Cucurella. I thought he was about to find Justin in behind then. But, like, when you use the overloads, like, down one side type of tactic, you can, like, really, you know, disrupts and create spaces against the opposition's like defensive structure. But I think the best way to do that is, depending on where the ball is, you tell one of the wide centre backs, okay, push up, like go past the halfway line, you know. Like I see plenty of spaces in those areas no one occupies, and I feel like if someone was like 20 yards in that space, you're forcing one of the Leicester players to have to press you wide. And you're then vacating space in the middle. But I don't know, does Maresca discourage that because he wants to prioritize like defensive structure? That's the only explanation I have for this. The only one. BS. Not much has happened. It's been like a very slow start to the first half. Yeah, you guys, I might have to just end this stream. Honestly, I'm not having any luck with any link I'm using. I had everything set up and prepared, but it's just been a nightmare today. And it's just interrupting the experience. It's just like, there's no real utility in continuing the stream at this rate. I might have to cancel things. Flipping hell. Yeah, nothing's working right now. Nothing. I don't know how you guys are fortunate enough to watch what's going on, but me, nah, it's not working for me, man. Does it work on the laptop? Okay, on the laptop seems to be a bit better then. Okay, Palmer steps and receives. Plays it to Moises. Moises releases Sancho on the right-hand side. Sancho's running in the books. Doesn't take the shot off. And by the time he looks to try and play the cutback cross, it's been intercepted and blocked. Oh, good skip by Sancho. Back inside to Enzo. Enzo, Cucurella. Oh, shit. It went over the heads of both Nkunku and both Cucurella. Anyway, Colwell's there, keeping the ball near Leicester's corner flag. Shielding it pretty well. Still maintains possession. Good play, Levi Colwell. Very good play. Back to Cole Palmer. Oh, it's just like no one's going to really score from that cross, though, realistically. Sancho. That's a penalty, man. Thank God. Thank God. Straight penalty. Straight penalty. Like, my thing is, what's the difference between Sancho winning the pen now and Cole Palmer earlier in the first minute? Yeah. Come on, Palmer. Come on, Palmer. That's you, man. Yeah, there's no way Palmer's going to miss this. I mean, they can't be, right? I know his form's kind of been against him a little bit, but it's a penalty. It's Cole Palmer penalties. Like, I'm not trying to live in this simulation where Palmer's not bagging his pens 100% of the time. Absolutely not. Come on, Palmer. That's it, Palmer. Last 5 pens. Yeah, so most been down the left side of the goal. Come on, Cole. Come on, come on. I'm looking at his expressions. I'm trying to like figure out, is he confident? Is he in his head? Like, what's going on right now, Palmer? Yo, it's really just dragging on now. When's he going to take the kick? Hermanson's trying to get in his head right now. The delay tactics from Leicester. It's been like 90 seconds of no action. Come on, Cole. Come on, Palmer. That's it, Palmer. That's it. Come on. Palmer. Nah. I need to see that again, bro. Nah, this is not computing in my head right now. Is a keeper, he's on his line. Oh, nah, it's just a dead pen from Palmer. It wasn't even like his normal technique then, was it? That wasn't even his normal technique then with the run-up. You know, that wasn't accurate at all. Nah, that is no way. I can't believe I've just seen Cole Palmer miss a penalty. Yo, bro, yeah. That's it. His form right now, yeah, the form is deserting him. He can still make something happen, but... yeah, I'm actually shocked, you guys. Like, chat, I'm actually very shocked that Palmer's missed that. Like, it was just like... It was not his normal run-up, his normal technique. Even the strike, like... oh, great pass from Palmer. But Nkunku's not Osimhen, is he? You know, he's not Cucurella. He's not going to be scoring that. Wow. Like 23 minutes of football, nothing's really happened. Even though I've missed some minutes, I get the vibe from you guys and nothing's been going on right now. And Palmer has missed his first ever penalty playing for us. I don't even know what to really say about this. I'm just absolutely lost for words still. I'm still processing what I've just seen, you guys. When Palmer's not scoring pens, is this when you start to worry? I haven't even seen what you guys are saying in the chat right now. Apologies. I've not even been seeing what's been going on these like last 10 minutes. I'm just absolutely lost for words. Bench him for 5 games. I'm not surprised to be seeing these types of comments. Palmer's been mid the last year. He has been mid. He has been a bit mid. Let's keep it real. I've been saying, like, I did a YouTube short saying, I think with Palmer, it's the mental game, you know. Don't fall into that Steven Gerrard trap where you feel like you're the savior for the team in all moments. When you have a lack of form, the best thing you can do is keep your game simple. Keep your game simple. Don't overdo it. Don't feel like you have to overdo it. That's the youthful inexperience coming in. Yeah? Keep it simple. Play for the team. And naturally, you'll just slowly regain your spark back. That's what happens. I mean, he's allowed to have a bit of a dip in form. I mean, he's been so consistent for us for like how long now, you know? Again, Toast with the line breaker, another one. Yes, it's finding a player, but like the power behind it or like the angle of the pass, it's not great. It's not great. Like so far, our Achilles heel has been against this mid-block type of team that isn't looking to press the centre-backs much. That just kind of keeps their defensive shape in the middle and has like a back five where they can go man-to-man against our attack. It's, I mean, surely there's like different ways and solutions against this type of team, right? It's not like the big teams are playing this way too. It's like the smaller teams doing this, and we're struggling a little bit. Oh, fucking hell, these fucking streams, man. Bro. Oh my god, you guys, I feel like I'm losing motivation to continue the stream now. I'm still having difficulties watching the game. It's still like breaking up 24/7. Yeah, you know, I'm trying out here, man. I feel like I'm just okay. Now it's working again. Fucking hell! Every time I'm about to give up, then it works. Lord, bro. We need Nkunku to move further forward. I would like to see that sometimes, you know. I like to see a bit of fluidity, a bit of rotational fluidity. You know, let Palmer drift out wide at times. Let Sancho come inside. You know, I don't know why we don't see that. You know, people will be like, Pochettino made Chelsea Palmer FC, but I'd actually say maybe Maresca, like tactically, puts more onus on Palmer having to step up and Palmer having to be like important for us in games. I think maybe you could distribute that load a little bit, share that a little bit. We have other options that have been there throughout the season that he's rarely turned to. It doesn't have to be Palmer till we die 24/7, you know. But then equally, you know what? To like reframe things, Palmer's young. He's not the finished article. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Palmer. This is his first periods where he's having a bit of a difficult spell in his career. I mean, he hasn't played 10 seasons, has he? It's just like his second full season. This is part of the learning curve, you know. How do you rise above, you know, difficult forms? Like, we're going to learn more about Palmer during these moments. So I'm not going to be here and be like, oh, screw Palmer, he's overrated. Just all the negative stuff that some people are too quick to dish out. But to see the bigger picture, this is part of his process of becoming a more complete player. And realistically, none of us were expecting him to be Cole Palmer from last season 24/7, right? It's impossible. Like, it's not going to work like that. Yeah, no lag or delay. You guys, I don't know why you've got it so good. I don't know if it's my area. You know, I'm using so many different devices and I'm still finding difficulties. I'm going to try my phone as a last resort now. Because, yeah, man, I'm trying out here and, yeah, it's not making any sense. Is it like maybe I've got like... Even my phone's... Even here, you see my phone. Even my phone's like lagging. Okay, now it's back up on the laptop. But for how long? For like a second. And then it's like screwed up again. Yeah. It's not really working out, man. Okay, seems to be... Nope. I thought it was stabilized again. Lagging again. Fucking hell, man. So I can't even get into the game. Okay. Hopefully this seems to be working now. But again, stats wise, not much is happening in this game so far at the moment. Not really testing the goal, not really creating many opportunities. Cole smacks it up the fields. Good little like clearance pass from Cole. He's really good at those clearance passes. Okay, Pedro now was the guy who made contact then with Fayesh. That's why he's got the headband on. Anyway, Moises spreads that wide to Enzo. Enzo, nice little carry. Takes a shot outside the box. I mean, it's something. You know, not the best strike, but at least it's an idea. At least it's something to try and like switch up the energy in the game now. Like sometimes these guys, they have to take responsibility, you know. You're not going to pass your way to scoring all the time. Like you have to like force the occasion, force the moment. But it's, again, against Leicester, it's a pretty disappointing half. Like another disappointing half. This is crazy. Okay. Finally found something. Neto's dropped deep, plays the pass back to Moises. Moises finds Cucurella on the left side, who's coming inside. Everyone loves coming inside all the time. Moises spreads that, finds Wesley. Wesley on the ball, of course, is going to go back inside. I think this is the annoying thing about that positional play sometimes. Everyone just like sticks in the zone. But anyway, this is like a decent run from Palmer, but that seems to be the only way we can like unlock these types of teams. But yeah, you know, the positional stuff, sometimes I get it, you know, it allows you to maintain your defensive control. You're less likely to concede in these moments. But I just wish, like, when we play these types of games, we could like switch the gears up, you know, like maybe 5-10 minutes positional, the next 5-10 minutes more intensity, more runs, more third man movements, more combination plays, little things like that, just to switch up the ebb and flow of the game. It's very much one note, and then we're relying upon maybe winning the game in the second half, and maybe the opposition have tired out a little more because, you know, they're just closing down spaces the entire game, they're getting more tired, but it's like not really enough. Because it makes like all the opposition teams we play against, they look like they're some next world-class defensive team that are just so, you know, solid and difficult to break down. But a lot of times it feels like we make lives harder for ourselves based on our reluctance to try and like break outside the positions, like the very strict positions players have to stay in. You know, I don't really understand that. See Sancho again, 2v1 back inside. Like I don't get it, to be honest. Like when Man City do this, at least they used to have like De Bruyne and co making the underlaps inside. Back to Cucurella, of course. Yeah, like so much backwards passing these last few games now. Can we bag something from a set piece? I mean, I'm not seeing how we do realistically. I mean, I've missed some of this game, but I guarantee I've not really missed anything, if you know what I mean. I guarantee there haven't, outside of like the foul, there hasn't been any exciting moments or like half chances or posts being hit or anything like that. Okay, set piece time. Pedro Neto's taking this. Who's Neto going to find? I'm guessing it's a far post cross. Neto. Oh, that's a interesting delivery. Not really that dangerous though. Don't foul. Counter attack for Leicester City. Do we win that? Yes. Good defending Cucurella to break that up then. Enzo's on the ball. But where's the movement? Like everyone's still flipping behind the ball. Behind the ball. Palmer looks to cut inside, keeps the ball for no reason, and spreads that, and the ball's gone backwards now. Ay. Like, this football never works when the opposition don't want to press you. Like, this is where things get difficult. When they're not looking to press you, it's over. Anyway, Cucurella, that was a nice little running behind, but then no one was on Cucurella's wavelength. And even the cross, the cutback cross inside was overhit. It's like the first real time I'd imagine we've really gotten behind them too. Nice pass over the top for Moises, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Fofana on the ball. Who's he going to play it to? Absolutely no one. It just feels like there's just too many players behind the ball to really like unlock a Leicester City team. Like you have to have a bit of risk when you want to unlock these teams and break them down. You know, you have to take risk in the pursuit of scoring. And when you have a lead, then I'm okay with playing this way. I don't mind playing this way once we're in the lead. Because you have to open the game up. And that's what the first goal does. Caicedo, yeah, Caicedo, top player. Being top this season. You say probably the three most effective guys you can imagine, what, Moises, Cucurella, Enzo? Or maybe you're swapping like Enzo for, you know, Palmer, who's been good for most parts of the season. Okay, so we've nullified Leicester City counterattacks quite easily. But again, enough's not being done to really force solutions against them. Now Neto's drifted to the right-hand side. Yep, pass back inside. But what I hate is that in these moments when you have the ball out wide, when I see Liverpool, there's constant third-man runs, third-man rotations. We were showing these rotations and runs during the first half of the season. I don't really understand why that died. I don't really get that. That kind of confuses me. It's not like we weren't showing those rotations during this season. But we're really like lacking them these days at the moment. Players are just like receiving ball to feet and force a pass backwards most of the time. Or we're looking to play balls over the top to try and find a runner in behind. But it's not like it's like low probability football, in my opinion. Cucurella, again, by himself. And like when you're receiving, someone's already running to close you down. So 9 times out of 10, you have to play it backwards. Enzo. Yep, good run from Enzo Fernandez. But I mean, that's the only thing we have right against Leicester right now. You know, you think, could you use a back four so you have like another guy in their half? Or do you just give license one of the wide centre-backs to, push forwards? Like, be a bit more adventurous. Like, one thing with Achimpong is that if he was playing, he'd be carrying it forward, trying to, like, play through lines. Like, we don't see enough of that, really. Like, one thing I've even noticed too recently is that our dribbles in games have really come down quite a lot. And, like, during the first half of the season, when we were, like, on form, and we were all really excited, we were, like, I think top 3 when it comes to, like, take on success rate, dribbles completed. You know what I mean? Okay, Caicedo, Cucurella, back inside to Moises. Can you take a shot outside the box? Ball over the top to Cucurella. It's like, it's just not dangerous enough. So far, Moises has been like our playmaker in this game, by the looks of things. Yeah, he changed the way we played. Yeah, I'm trying to understand. Yeah, I wish some of these flipping journalists asked some real hard-hitting questions to understand what goes through their heads or the reasons why they make certain decisions, instead of like the boring shit we get all the time, to be honest. Because, I mean, the thing I just noticed is like lack of dribbles and lack of like third man movements. Like, look, guys are inside the box, but how are we really looking to, get these shots off right now? Back inside, back inside. Who's making a run close to Sancho? No one is. Like, again, look, see that gap? See that gap in space between the fullback and the defender? Someone should be running into that space to take someone out. Like, you just don't see that enough now. Just everyone's behind the ball all the fucking time. Passing around. Okay, 2v1. Oh, see, like, what's Sancho supposed to really do realistically in that position? I'm sorry. Like, what was he supposed to really do in that position then? Like, this team is so prone. Like, I've even seen this under other managers as well. It's not just even like it's a Maresca exclusive thing, but I feel like this team is so prone to just like always going ball to feet during games like this. Like, it's like they don't use their brains. They can't move. They can't think about how to operate off the ball. It's like, it's frustrating. It really is frustrating. Like, chat, it's not the first time we've seen this type of football. Anyway, Leicester forcing something with like a cross in the books. A decent cross. Thank God Fofana stuck his leg out, because that was destined to hit someone's head then. Yeah, Palmer's pen, man. It wasn't... Yeah, they're showing the replay of his penalty again. There was no real conviction behind the shot. It wasn't really like aimed towards any particular angle. I'm a bit confused by that. Anyway, El Canus is about to take a corner now for Leicester. Leicester, can we pick them off the break? Can we? Can we force something before the whistle ends? Bad pass. But even then, who was making the run down the left-hand side to get on the end of something? Like, no one was doing that. Cucurella to the feet of Enzo. Yes, good run by Neto. But who's in the box? To Nkunku. And that was a okay attempt considering the angle of that pass coming his way. And I think he forced a save from Hermansen. Again, someone who's looking to run into that space. Okay, Leicester, they didn't time their offside trap good enough. Again, Nkunku, you know, it's a shame that it's not going to his right foot. But at least he's forced a corner from this moment. Come on, away from the keeper who's attacking that. And Nkunku, man, should be a bit better. And Christo should be a bit better. I see what he was trying to... I mean, I don't know. Was he trying to, like, head that onto someone? Or, I mean, what was that really? I didn't really understand what was going on then. Pressure from Neto. But, yeah, it wasn't enough. I mean, the only confidence I can take into the second half is that there's no way Leicester can maintain this we're defending for 90 minutes. Like, nah. I can't see that happening. Another attack out from the back. Fofana finds Enzo on the right. But again, no one's close to Enzo. For some reason, you know, guys are like 15 yards away from him in a position which, yeah, they're supposed to be on based on what Maresca says. But like, is it really doing anything in terms of disrupting Leicester's shape? No, it's not. I mean, can't these players like interpret things a bit better sometimes? Because ultimately, they have to make sense of what's going on right now. So, yeah, of course, Maresca has his ideas. But sometimes I think these players as well, man, it's like they love to hide behind the system. And they don't like taking responsibility. Like, they're not brave enough sometimes. Like, if they're not playing well, they're not really doing anything off script to try and make something happen. which is what kind of, maybe it's like I've seen this game a million times over the years being a fan. Maybe this is like a fan take that makes no sense. But I mean, it just frustrates me that you just don't even see the players doing anything off scripts to try and like force something or make something happen. Well defended by Tosin. Canoes. No, not at all. Anyway, Fofana's galloping up the field on the right hand side. And I think that's probably it now. Half time. Jack, man, you have to talk to me, you guys. I mean, what are your impressions of this first half? What's your impressions of this game so far at the moment, man? I mean, I'm sure most of you guys aren't impressed right now. It's like, it's a beautiful day today. The weather's really nice. Like, the football should reflect the weather we're getting right now. Instead, we got this game, man. But yeah, I'm going to see what some of you guys are saying right now in the chat. Hep, I don't think he's good enough. Yep, Jason, they may not maintain the defense for 90 minutes, but Chelsea still have to score from what we have. Yeah, I understand that. Christoph, watching Kunku leave and get 25 goals and assists, that probably will happen. I don't know what type of team he will go to. Would he make sense at Atletico Madrid, or does he go back to RB Leipzig? I mean, it's not the first time we've seen players do things like that. I could see Nkunku and Openda having fun together, to be honest. Hep 47, now you're right, Nini, because back in the day, the likes of Lampard would score a long shot in these games and nick a win, even if we play badly. No, for sure. You know, ultimately, you know, I in my opinion, I feel like the players, they dictate maybe 60%, 65% of how a game plays and how it ends up. The rest is from the manager. But it's just like, you know, modern day football, you know, these players, is it fear? I don't know what it is. Is it the fact that they don't like running? So it's like, if you take a risk and you lose the ball, you then have to run, like, you have to sprint really hard to win it back. Is that it? I mean, I don't know what it is, but these players, they just don't do anything off script. They stick to things. For what reason? Like, you know what passage of play I hate the most, which I've seen at this football club for years now, the last like 5 years straight. You know, like when you're trying to get back into a game and the opposition have their defensive shape like deep, looking to defend a cross or something, and you just see players like standing in the same lines as the opposition's defense. They're just standing there. There's no movement. It's like they're hoping that so even if like the pass finds one of them, what then happens then? Because you've got like one or two guys on you straight away. Like, people just stand in positions they should be running into. That's what frustrates me. I hope you guys are getting what I'm trying to say, but they just stand in positions they should be running into. Like, when I see Liverpool's, and look at Paris Saint-Germain recently, their game against Liverpool. It was a textbook example of how you use rotations, third man runs, and movement off the ball. Because Liverpool were defending. PSG had like 71% possession in that game. Yeah, look at how many opportunities, like different opportunities they created. Compared to us, where we only have like 3 moves in us, you know? It's the cut back cross, it's like a ball over the top, or it's like I don't even know. I mean, I'm struggling to think what the third move is. The 2 bait ones we have is a cut back cross inside and the ball over the top. There's nothing else. You don't see like any like combination plays of like guys dropping deep, like keeping the ball on one side of the field and then someone else makes a thumb and run into the space. Like, they don't do smart things using their own brains to figure out how to manipulate the opposition's shape. They just happily just stay in the positions they're told to be in. And that's it. And there's nothing else. And I just find it just not good enough. Like, is that coaching? Maybe it is, but like, how much influence do the coaches take when the game is being played on the field? Like, none of these guys will do anything off script just to use their brains and make something happen. I really don't get it, man. But anyway, I have a super chat here. Jonathan, thank you. Jonathan Carmichael. Hurts to see Palmer drop off like he has done. I mean, it hurts, but, you know, to you know, change the perspective, it's part of the learning process. Like, Palmer is amazing for his age, but it's not like he's at his complete state right now. Like, there's more to come from Cole Palmer. Yeah, there's a lot more to come from Cole Palmer. Like, he's playing for a Chelsea team that aren't the Chelsea of old, where we had, like, you know, top four was something that we didn't even praise. Let's keep it real. We weren't excited for top four. That was just like, that's the bare minimum you do. It was always about winning title challenges. That was where our mindset was. And right now he's at a Chelsea team which is like the equivalent of like a Dortmund right now. Let's keep it real. Like, we got a lot of young talent. Hopefully they start to make some sense in like the next year minimum now, because they've been playing together for a few years now. But he's at a Chelsea team where the caliber isn't as good as what it used to be. And he's been the star guy for us. And I'm making this point because it's like, just because he's been the star guy in a weaker Chelsea team shouldn't mean that we see him as like one of the greatest players in the world right now. Even though he's shown he has that potential to be one of the top 10 guys in Europe, or top 20 at least, you know? So it's normal for him to, you know, I guess the time was coming where his form was going to desert him for a little bit. Like, this is the first time Cole Palmer in his young career, it's like his second proper full season, right? His second proper full season. It's the first time he's dealing with form being against him. So it's a learning process for Cole Palmer. How is he going to rise from this? What's he going to learn from this, you know? How is he going to get out of this bad run he's in? Hopefully second half, he comes back, he gets a goal, something that try and like reinvigorates that confidence back in his game again. I listen, equally, I can also understand the frustration he's playing with at the same time. You know, a lot of his passes get wasted, or when he's on the ball, how often is Palmer receiving on the right channel? And he's like, shit, like, who do I even pass to? There's no one on the left side making a running behind, so he can't switch the ball over the top. He knows that we got no physical presence in the box, so you're playing like lottery ticket football when you're looking to like play a ball inside the box for anyone to attack. And you notice that when he's receiving in that right channel, he's like taking like an extra second or two on the ball, just figuring out, you know, what to even do with it. And, you know, that is the poor thing maybe about the system. Because last season, and this is what I mean by it feels like Maresca puts more on Palmer this season than what Pochettino put on Palmer last season. And for me, it's simply this. Palmer last season, he was slipping balls in behind to Gustos and Madueke's. So it's like he was facilitating those guys. Like, and then he was making them shine. And that's how the balance gets spread. That's where there's like less, you know, there's less responsibility on Palmer having to play like peak Mesut Ozil or Guti or whatever, playing these like ridiculous eye-of-the-needle passes to make something happen, you know? And this is what we're lacking at the moment. We're lacking some of the possibilities for Cole Palmer. So I mentioned this point where it's like, yes, it is bad form, but a little bit of that is by design. And I just feel like, I don't know, ultimately when you're not seeing any movement or runs or anything, then is it a surprise that his form might get hit a little bit? Because every time Palmer's done anything, it has been when he's had space. It has been when he's had guys moving around him, like moving off him. And at times it feels like we kind of deny those possibilities with how Maresca sets the team up. You know, and I mentioned that point in the sense of the flipping width. Like, every time Cucurella receives, it's played backwards. Every time Sancho receives, it's played backwards. I'm not even angry at Sancho for not being able to get past two guys every single time he receives the ball, because it's unrealistic. And like, yeah, Yamal can do that, but Yamal does that. He's got flipping Rafinha, he's got Lewandowski, but most importantly, a lot of the times he's doing shit, it's in the transition, it's in the counter-attack, you know? Or when he is like up against a team that's got like a deep block, there's movement around him, there's movement outside, there's movement inside. We're not seeing that. It's literally just the wide guy, like, by himself. Like, I'm going to use my AirPods as an example. It's like the winger's by himself here, and then the defender on the sides all the way down here, and then it's like everyone else is like off screen. It's just like, how are you gonna break a team down that has fucking 5 at the back, actually man for man, and then has like 4 guys in the fields to like screen their defense? Like, enough is not being done to disrupt the shape, and it's getting annoying. It's getting really boring now, to be honest with you. I don't know. Those are some of my thoughts, man. But Deshaun Clark, thank you, Deshaun. The negative mindset from the fan base is draining. We need to get more perspective, man. I mean, if you guys find me a bit negative, cool. I'm okay with that. Listen, I'm not someone that's just going to be like Mr. Positive until the day I die. I'm all about the balance. So I like to... I talk what I see, and I'm not seeing great things, and I'm trying to come with something constructive behind why I feel like the game's not really like offering too much for us in the first half. Hopefully second half things come through. Hopefully Leicester get a bit more tired now. They make a mistake in them. Are we doing enough to force mistakes yet? I don't think so. Not enough right now. But I can only just talk about the patterns I've been seeing in terms of why we've been struggling against this type of tactic yet again. And I just don't think we do enough off the ball to really... we're not brave enough. We don't want to leave our positions. We just want to stay to the system, do all this positional stuff, and do nothing that breaks past it. Like, if we want to be a team that goes to that next level, it's these types of games that we have to get better in. I've been saying this for years. Until we find solutions against this opposition tactic, this will stop us from winning leagues. This will stop us from winning most things, because this is the type of team you're playing against for most of the season. You're playing against the way Leicester played against us this afternoon for 60% of the season. And this is where you have to get your points. And when you're not getting your points in these types of games, you're not winning the big things. It's just really that simple for me. Juno, Nini, you see Josh leaving in the summer. Crazy he doesn't play. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, realistically. We've hoarded so much talent, but I've always felt like we've overhoarded talent. We've overhoarded talent, and even managers, managers won't ever use it because Beresca's under pressure to get CL football. So he's going to be using his experience now to help him seal the objective this season, which means that Achimpong now goes down and gets demoted again. And you think to yourself, realistically, Achimpong has to play. Do we give him a loan spell maybe to Strasbourg to soften things? Could that work? Would that hurt him to do something like that? I don't know. Because remember, some big clubs were looking at this guy, and from how everyone talks about Achimpong, they're like, this guy is going to be the next world-class defender. He's like highly, highly, highly rated. But yeah, I'd be surprised if he remains here. You've got Fofana, you've got Gusto, you've got Reece James. I mean, those 3 guys take your spots. And then outside of that, we're probably going to sign yet again another defender in the summer. So game time is going to get thin for Achimpong, unless somehow he can force himself in the team before the season ends. But yeah, it's unlikely. Mabanga, Nini, there's no excuse. Marasco's destroying the team. There's position in football. It's too pedestrian. Keep positions instead of countering. Yeah, exactly. It's too much reluctance on staying in your zone 24/7. But I mean, again, because I'm a fan, my thing is this how it's supposed to work? Or is it the players also not executing the system well? Like, should some of these guys not be thinking, you know what? Maybe because we have the advantage down the right-hand side where the ball is, for example. Okay, I'm Wesley Fofana. Flip it. I'm going to make a run further forwards, in behind, making the underlapping run. This way, it's going to allow Jadon Sancho to go 1v1 instead of 2v1. Like, should the players... Is that not what they're supposed to do? Or is Maresca discouraging that? Like, this is like the unknown that I just don't know. And I'd love to get an answer to this. I'd love to get an answer, because I get confused, because I could have sworn, because I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. We was playing this way. We was playing this way at the first half of the season. Like, I was seeing the underlaps and the overlaps. Like, I remember saying all the time, we're all about creating overloads to like win games. And now at the moment, we're not doing that. And I'm trying to figure out why it's been like this drastic of a shift. Yeah, I get that teams that drop a bit deeper and move their lines back, it's going to make it harder for the spaces to open up, right? But then equally at the same time, you know, this is where maybe you got to be a bit braver on the ball. Like, I would criticize Thomas Tuchel for this. Like, a lot of games we get draws under Tuchel would be these types of games where we always played in front of defenses. We didn't do anything in behind. And we just lost so many points that we shouldn't have lost. And I'm not seeing anything too different from Maresca when it comes to these types of teams right now. I mean, second half's about to kick off. Hopefully better things come from it, my guys. But let's see what happens. Phantom, what's going on with Cole, you think? Honestly, I was mentioning it earlier. I feel like it's a combination of, obviously, lack of form, which is okay for him. I think he's allowed to have a lack of form. I also think there's a lack of options around him. There's no one making runs off him. And like last season, even when he had moments in games where maybe he was mid for 5 minutes, he's playing a pass in behind that's releasing Gusto or releasing Madueke, and then that's creating danger, and then he's finding himself back in the game again. But like when I see Palmer, like in this half in particular, receiving on the right side, he's just like going around doing these like Tourette circles. He's got no one to really pass to or do anything with. Like, for me, maybe this is where the system doesn't really help as well. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, we're kicking off the second half, boys. Let's pray we get the result. I mean, listen, the football... I mean, what are you guys saying? Would you accept this type of football if it guarantees us Champions League football and a result against Arsenal and the Conference League win? I mean, I would, but obviously my fear is always going to be, is this football going to be effective enough to make that happen with how we're playing things? Oh, what a touch from Moises Caicedo, bro. What a mad touch from Moises. Made that look hella easy then. Cucurella. Back to Cole. Cole. Oh. Sancho. Okay, Fofana's pushed up a bit higher. Sancho receives, has played backwards again. Like, I just wish, like, someone would, like, you know what? Sancho moves inside and then someone overlaps down his side. There's little things like that. Anyway, that's a nice touch. Cucurella turning into prime Marcos Alonso in our system right now. Anyway, well blocked by Faish. Was it Faiz? Or I don't know what his name is. But that's what Cole can do. Like, Cole is really good at those balls over the top down the left-hand side. We have a corner now. Corner time. Come on, boys. Away from goal. Who's attacking that? Who wants that? Oh, come on. Oh, it doesn't get... Bro, should have taken the shot earlier, for God's sake. Take it earlier, Enzo. Like, you aren't going to get the perfect angle to get the most optimum strike and goal. You just have to take the shot, hit it hard, hit it, go for an area, and just try your luck. Tuchel's at the bridge watching the game. That's interesting. Tommy T is in the building. Oh, do we win that? Ndidi, somehow. Ndidi doesn't get tackled then. Like, come on. Someone win that ball off Ndidi, for God's sake. Thank you. Someone finally does, man. Like, he's like the least press-resistant midfield player in the league, in my opinion. Oh. Can we take the shot off? Well blocked. But it seems like second half, from what we're seeing right now, we're seeing us a little bit more energy now in terms of what we're doing. Like, a bit more urgency behind our play now. Enzo. Short corner kick to Cole Palmer. Back inside. Take the shot. Can you do that? Oh. I mean, it produced something. Again, another team effort, but at least we've seen like 3 different ways we've like unlocked Leicester right now, which is something. Long goal kick from Hermanson. Tosin naturally wins that. Palmer, does he get that ball? Yes. Good tackle, Palmer. Come on, play it into Sancho. Sancho's running towards goal. Now he tried it. But Christensen, Thomas read that 2-ball, and Sancho's giving away the free kick now. But see what I mean? Like, I was mentioning, Palmer did exactly what Thomas did inside the box, and that wasn't given as a penalty. And I was saying, if that same action happened outside the box, that's a free kick and a foul given all day. And we've literally seen Thomas do the exact same thing. Come on, you guys. Press. He's allowed to carry insides. Sanchez, please don't mess us up. Hits that long. Who does he find? Does he find anyone? Sancho wins that header, surprisingly. Possessions maintains. Play back to Wesley. Back inside to Sancho. That's it. That's a bit better now, boys. It's a bit better. Oh, fuck's sake. Shit pass. Oh, can we win that? Leicester's turn now to keep possession. Interesting flick from Ndidi, but we've done well to intercept the danger. Cucurella heads that. Doesn't win the header. Jamie Vardy attempts a shot first time, and Robert Sanchez is protecting his near post. Good save. And that's what Vardy can do from these areas. Doesn't matter how acute the angle is, he just trusts his shooting technique and hits that first time, hits it early, and you force some danger, you force some luck. Anyway, corner now for Leicester. Come on, boys, defend this. Defended at the near post. That's it. Come on, win that. It's one of you guys. Quickly. Neto, take the shot off. It's just like okay effort, but like not enough at the same time. Like he didn't generate the power I felt like Neto was hoping to get then. But there's something, again, another corner's been forced. I mean, if we were set to score in this game, it most likely is coming from a set piece and a corner at this rate, because we're getting corners for days in this game. Come on, Enzo. Good ball in, Hermano. Like we lack that really elite set piece taker. I mean, I'm gonna sound controversial, but like one of the recent really, really good set piece takers, I'd say, was Mason Mount. Oh, can we take the shot off? Can we, Neto? Nah. That's no pen. Counter attack for Leicester City. Don't foul. Okay, maybe it was good to foul. We've completely just disrupted that counter attack now. Is there something here? Is the referee going to reassess what happened with Neto? Is there like a potential? I mean, if we win this, I'm not going to complain, you guys. Let's keep it real. If this is given as a pen to us, I'll take it. But obviously, I don't know. Like, we've all played the game. I feel like, that's not really a penalty. That's more Neto not getting anything from his run then. Nah, definitely not a penalty. Absolutely not. But it's funny though, man. I remember last season Pochettino was getting a lot of stick for letting the players play without any tactics. Maybe being too offensive, attacking too much. Like, no control was like the popular term being used. And now that control's come back and we're still like not happy. Oh, good goalkeeping from Robert Sanchez then, to be alert for that. Good. Still, you guys, I'm not really feeling like, from a fan point of view, I'm not really like, I'm not like emotionally invested in this game yet. I'm still waiting for something to happen to try and get me to feel something, to get my mood up, get my spirits up. I'm still not, like, I can definitely respect why maybe, like, to a certain fan, this style of football is something they don't enjoy. Like, I can respect that, because you're investing your time, your money, your energy into watching the game. You want a sense of enjoyment. You want to be like emotionally invested at least. You want to like see moments. You want to have talking points after the game with your guys in the pub where you're breaking down this action or this player XYZ. This type of football, when it's not played properly, that's the key word. When it's not played properly, it can feel a bit soulless, and it can kind of, I can see why it would take away from the fan experience a little bit, because it's like cogs in a machine type of football, right? When it's played badly, when it's played badly, it's like everyone looks the same. There's no expression. There's no nothing, and yeah, you don't really feel anything in the game. Okay, is something different going to happen here? I mean, what are you guys saying? He gets the ball first, though. We're passing the ball too slow. Yes, we look so much better when we're attacking with purpose. Exactly. I mean, I was saying, listen, I had lots of criticisms for Pochettino. I mean, I think everyone can. No one was perfect. But I also did understand what he was trying to do. I did understand his reasons behind why he set us up the way he did. Because he wanted to put the players first, and I understood what he wanted. He wanted them to be like a multi-purpose type of team that, the individualism, like their expression together, like as they grow and play more games together, that would shine. And, and Nkunku doesn't find Cucurella in behind. But we win possession back. Everything's still in front of Leicester, and Fofana goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. But yeah, like I was saying about Poch, man, I understood why he set the team out in the way he did at times, not every time. I mean, that cup final against Liverpool, against their B team and C team, that was terrible. And I feel like if Poch could go back in time, I'm sure he switches things up dramatically, because that approach was not good enough. I'm sorry. It was a bit embarrassing, that defeat, I have to admit. So the guy wasn't perfect. So I'm not going to be here like, oh, How can you criticize Pochettino? I mean, come on. I'm not emotionally invested in these guys anymore now. So, since the day Lampard got sacked, to keep it real, yeah, I'm really not that emotionally invested in managers like that. But I don't know, man. If anything, I would say from just my fan point of view, entertainment point of view, yeah, there was those moments. There was the entertainment. There was the goals. You know, there were the moments of skill. Something like the drama. Like, we did see elements of that last season, which I'm not gonna ignore. It was entertaining from that point of view. But like I'm saying, I can see why maybe a certain type of fan, you know, isn't impressed with this football when it's played badly. When it's played badly. When it's played well, yeah, we've seen what it can look like this season for sure. Because we wouldn't be in our position if we weren't executing it properly at times. But it just feels like, you know, you have to constantly tweak things up, which we have to do. We have to try and find a way to tweak up what we're doing to create better consistent threat against this type of tactic. Like, until we do that, we're just not going to go far. Like, I look at Esteval Willian and I think to myself, if Esteval was playing in this game, what is he really doing? Oh, shit, what the fuck? Marcus Alonso reborn. Marcus Alonso reborn. Marcus Alonso reborn. Flipping hell. Cucurella, man. Like, that took me by surprise, you guys. That took me by surprise. Cucurella is now doing shots outside the box now. He's unlocking this part to his game now. Cucurella. Is that you, Cucu? Not even Enzo, not Caicedo. That's Cucurella. Pinning it 25 yards. What an effort from Cucurella. Excellent technique. Hit hard and low. First time. And he's becoming our talisman now. He's becoming our new Marcos Alonso. That is, who would have thought Cucurella would be this guy for us now? Who would have thought Cucurella would be this guy for us right now? Insane. Absolutely insane. Thank you, Marcus. I nearly called him Marcus. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Thank you, Cucurella. My lords. That's what, I mean, we needed this. Someone had to produce something like this off scripts. I've been saying, I need to see an off script moment from one of you guys. Like, you can't just do system. Like, take the shot outside the box. Do something ambitious for something. Cucurella. My lords. Yeah. Alonso regen. That header from Hermansen then. Yeah, I can see why Maresca was desperate to work with this guy again. I mean, he looks alright, Hermansen, I have to say. Anyway, Christensen's been allowed to gallop down the left-hand side. Fofana's there to marshal the danger. He still gets a cross inside the box, but Cucurella is alert to head that cross away. Out for a throw-in right now. Yeah, I still can't believe it. Cucurella, man. He's just like completely just rebuilt his rep and his... Yeah, he's rebuilt everything this season. I get it though, like when you're like one of the best players in the Euros, like that surely has to give you a newfound energy. That has to make you move differently now, you know? You get more respect from your teammates, your manager, you know, you get more esteem in the game. And like when you're getting the assist that wins the Euros for your nation as well, come on, like you've gone clear. Like, you've gone absolutely clear. You're not a normal guy anymore now. And this season he's playing like he's it's probably like his, could you argue this is Cucurella's best season in his career right now? I mean, you could argue that he's getting the goals, defensively he's on point, in midfield he's been excellent. He has been one of our top 3 players this season. You guys, what's your thoughts on Cucurella? Anyway, that's it. The game's opening up now a little bit. Palmer, beautiful little flick away to evade the pressure. Still keeping the ball. Very classy from Cole Palmer. That's it. That's it. Good play, Cole. Moises. Back to Tosin. Come on, boys. Don't do the slow shit now. I mean, it's actually, to be fair, we have a goal lead, so... You know, if we play like this to the end, I can accept it if we get the 3 points, because honestly, guys, I'm just more desperate now for Champions League at this point. Anyway, it looks like Leicester are reacting, pushing a few more men forwards. Their backline's gone right to the halfway line. Hopefully, the game opens up and it's like counterattacks, counterattacks, counterattacks. Okay. Sancho, yes, come back inside, protect that space. Christensen receives it wide. First time ball. Interesting cross, but Sanchez has been alert so far in this game. Like, he's been ready to leave his books when he has to, and he's been reliable so far. Okay, free kick. Harry Winks is about to get subbed on for Leicester. Is that Ndidi off? No, Soumari's off. Once upon a time, I remember Lampard wanted to sign Soumari from Lille. Yeah, he hasn't achieved his potential for sure. Maybe Leicester was the wrong move for him at the time. Maybe. But Harry Winks, Maresca's Jorginho is coming on the field now. Fofana. Enzo drops deep. First time ball to who? I mean, it's very speculative, right? So far, this is like the most possession Leicester have kept in the game at the moment. Not doing too much with it, though. Yes, we win that. That's it. Finally, counter press time. Can we make it 2-0 now? Cole Palmer receives in a position that was... The ball's kind of going away from him. I don't blame him for this action now. I mean... fair enough. Maybe the pass to Moises wasn't there. But just a poor pass into the feet of Palmer. It was going behind him. It's like these guys just think... Like, oh, they see Palmer and they pass first without even thinking at times. Cross, and that's it. Sanchez all day. Releases that to Wesley. Wesley is galloping forward now. Wesley, who does he find? He's going to play it inside, of course. Obviously, he's going to do that. He could have carried it further forward. Like, what stops him from doing that, realistically, right? Sancho. Back to Enzo. Decent attempts from Enzo, but again, it's not enough. It's an easy save. There's not enough power behind that. I definitely think that Enzo can level up even more with the ball striking, because he's demonstrated that he can really smash a ball, right? But we've not really seen that too often. Obviously, I think the last time we saw like real Enzo power outside the box was that free kick against Aston Villa. So he can do that, but he needs to like master how to be more efficient with his striking. Okay. Sancho took an extra touch. Wasn't the move then, man. It wasn't the move then. Anyway, we're still fourth. Obviously, thank you, Nottingham Forest, getting the result against Man City. And Arsenal's a big game for us. I think we beat Arsenal, which I think we have to try and do. Then I'm feeling a bit optimistic this season. Oh, shits. Patson Daka. Once upon a time, some guys in the fan base wanted to see Daka sign for us when he was out scoring for fun with Salzburg. Again, it was less the wrong move for a lot of these guys. Ooh. Okay, Cucurella. Man of the match, Cucurella, you probably have to say. Levi Cole. Come on, like, can't some of you guys drop deep to receive? See, now the only thing we could do to move it up was like a city ball over the top then. But I saw in Nkunku, like, Nkunku, could you not just like drop deeper another 10 yards to like be a more realistic passing option? It's like these guys are stay in their position and they don't even look to see where the opposition is. Like, you know, if no one's on you and you've got tons of space, try and come to the ball a bit. Cucurella. But yeah, I think one player I've been disappointed in today is probably Nkunku. I don't think he's played well today, to be honest. Really looking like a passenger in this game, I have to say. Like, what is it about our football club where it's just like so many guys can look sick at one club and then look hella mids all of a sudden? Anyway, Cole Palmer. Oh, I had to take the shot off earlier, Palmer. Anyway, Neto to Sancho. Can he get it near post? Oh, no, and taking an extra touch again. Taking an extra touch. Like, just hit it first time sometimes, man. Like, again, Palmer, listen, if you're going to take the shot, do it earlier, man. Maybe Sancho was forced to take the touch, actually, seeing the replay from that angle. Is this our 9th corner in the game? Enzo Fernandez, he's been pretty inconsistent, but is he going to get it 9 times lucky now? Like, the outswinger, I really like this technique from set pieces because it's like always crossed away from the keeper. And it's really easier for defenders making runs to attack that cross. And like a guy who I used to see play for us that was really good at this particular cross, at this particular set piece, used to be Mason Mount. And actually, ironically, I think he created 2 opportunities for Rudiger against Leicester like a few years back from this type of set piece technique. It's like a hard one to get right. Again, Enzo, that's a bit better from Enzo. That's a bit better this time. But it's like you have to get like the pace of the cross right, like the swerve. There's all these little factors you have to get on point to make it like a really effective cross. Palmer. Who's around Palmer? Neto. Enzo. Enzo, first time in the books. Okay, Tyreek, George and Jalaba are about to come on. So I'm guessing Fofana's off. And I'm guessing, who comes off for Tyreek? Is that Pedro Neto? Neto comes off for Tyreek. Okay, Fofana, yeah. Makes sense. Jalaba's coming on. And Tyreek for who now? For Palmer. Okay, Palmer's getting rested for Copenhagen. Fair enough. So does that mean Nkunku gets to play in the middle then? Or is that going to be someone else? Or I got no idea, man. Buonanotte. Come on, it'd be great to see Tyreek getting a goal today. That would be like incredible to see. He's getting a few more assists now for the team. I'm trying to figure out where he's playing exactly. Ooh, all the way back to Sanchez. Okay, plays it wide to Jalaba. Again, like, should be more alert than Enzo. So Tyreek's moved to the right hand side. I guess Sancho on the left and then Nkunku in the middle. Okay. Let's see if you notice like an improvement difference from Nkunku being in the middle now. Enzo, into the feet. Oh, unlucky. Ah. So I've been trying to like add more like full body workouts now. It's like my, like my workout plans. Obviously, like I was in Croatia last week, so there was no access to a gym. So I was just like doing like bodyweight exercises. And like from doing bodyweight exercises, it was, yeah, it completely fried my whole body up. Like it was as if like I've never exercised in my life before. Like it really surprised me how effective it was. So I'm just looking to add that even more now. Now I'm just feeling my triceps. It's still feeling kind of sore. I did like, what, maybe like 150, 200 push-ups, like a workout set doing that. And yeah, I got like a mad pump from doing that. Okay, come on, speed things up. So again, our free kick, yep, played back to Tosin. Moises. Over the top. That's a decent pass. Nice touch from Nkunku. But yeah. But okay. A bit of energy now, a bit of fight. Some good counter pressing there. Oh, Neto. He tries to do a Cruyff turn first time to create the angle for the shot. Like, decent idea, but again, well defended by Leicester. So, corner number 10 now. Looks like Neto's about to take this. Neto. Enzo. Good, that's it, Enzo. Good carrying, Enzo. Corner again. So everyone's encouraged to play this out-swinging cross, but the execution's not been amazing. Anyway, that's an interesting ball from Enzo. Really just drives that to the far post then. Cole tries to just like border his way into making something from that, but nah. Nothing comes from that. That was a good, yeah, nice driving cross then from Enzo. I mean, I don't think Leicester have been that great today. Outside of like some decent defending, they've not done anything offensively, you know. Moises back to Levi. Cuckoo. Oh. Come on, win that ball back. Come on, wake up. That's it. That's it. That's not it. Neto. Enzo. Can we get the second goal? Yeah, Sancho. Like, how often is Sancho even taking strikes, realistically? And so again, I'm not actually just getting sick and tired of seeing corners, realistically. Southampton and Leicester was the two games, yeah, exactly. A performance, yeah. It's been like more results based compared to performance based, right? Now, can we do a bit of both? Can we do results and performance against Arsenal? I mean, yeah, let's see. You guys thought that was a pen? I think I was like, I'm looking at the chat from like a long time back. Enzo again. I swear he's taking like, what, 8 of these now. Come on, let's score from one of these for God's sake. Enzo, far post. Not the best corner again. Not the best corner again. Tyreek back to Enzo. Finds himself recreating the same move now. Tyreek. Left foot, far post cross, and free kick. Oh, fuck me, man. I'm starting to yawn now. That's not good. That's not good. Yes, Cucurella played over the top, in behind. Do we get the second ball? Nope, we don't. And Nkunku not asserting himself. Yes, no yellow cards, Moises. Relax, my guy. Relax. Relax, my guy, please. If we don't have Moises against Arsenal, then yeah, give up. Like, honestly. Mavididi is coming on. And Reeds. This is what I mean. Leicester's so negative. Like, now you're going to like try and go for it the last 10 minutes. Triple substitution, Mavididi, Ricardo, and Cordova Reeds. I always thought, like, once upon a time that Pereira might have been at a bigger club. Oh, why can't I talk now? At a bigger club. Like, he had that amazing season with Nice. alongside Dalbert, that Brazilian fullback. They both like got big hype. He was looking quite good for Leicester, but I guess maybe he's comfortable in the area. The money's good. Like there's no need to leave unless the Saudi bag's coming in for you, I guess. Anyway, Neto, he's trying to like bring the press up the field now. Everyone was kind of slow to react, but Neto's still running. He's still chasing that ball. Credit to Neto for putting the energy in. And Tyreek George is there with the interception with the slide tackle. Yeah, take ends. Yeah, but you guys take off Caicedo now. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but then you think to yourself, I don't know, man. But yeah, Hep 47 Neto pressing, like leading by responsibility is good. Anyway, interesting stat: 43 touches in the opposition box for us, only 3 for Leicester. So they haven't done enough at all to try and do anything against us. But anyway, anything could change right now. Shots out the box, little deflection, and Sanchez in the right position, in the right area. Sorry I keep yawning. I think it's just like this office. It's very... It really keeps in the heat. Come on. I feel like time's really slowing down though. Like not much has happened at all since the substitution to be made. But I guess I need to kill this idea of entertainment. I have to accept that's about results now. Results, 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 results. Big 5 minutes, yeah. And extra time. Maybe like, what, another 8, 9 minutes? Enzo. Yep. Enzo overlap. Right side, ball in the box. Interesting ball in the 6-yard box. Neto's, yeah, needs to come off now. Great. How annoying. Fuck it. Our turn to just like hold our shape, defend a bit now, and hopefully find one more counter attack to pick off Leicester City. Not like that though. Okay, intercepted, counter attack time. Neto. He's worked very hard in this game today, Neto. I'll give him that. Yes, that's ours, ref. Okay, Action Pong is coming on. Long time, but it's good to see him getting an appearance finally. And Nkunku's off. Seen absolutely nothing from Christo today. Let's keep it real. Absolutely nothing from Christo. I mean, just for his own sake, because I've liked the player. He definitely has to leave in the summer. Realistically, I mean, yeah, he's got no future here. Good play, Action Pong. Good to see. Why did I say good play then? Good sub. Instant switchboard to Action Pong. Heads it back into midfield. Good decision, good play. Oh, that nearly came off then. Action Pong's getting tight and aggressive. Good. Come on, press him. That's it, Moises. That's it, Moises. Neto takes it back outside. Ball back inside the box. Intercepted. Buonanotte. Plays it wide, does he? No, he doesn't play it wide because who's there to screen and stop the danger? Our guy. Oh. That's funny, man. But yeah, Moises. Yeah, you could argue again. Best players, Caicedo, Cucurella. Even like Moises' game management. You know, he's winning a lot of like fouls for us to slow the play down, disrupt Leicester's like sporadic attacks. And he's in the right positions too to break up the play when you need him. It's been a very professional performance from Moises today. That's it. Tosin doesn't win that though. But I think that's Cole who wins that. Over the top. Neto, put your burners on. 6 minutes of additional time. Come on, Josh. That's you. That's you, man. Quick feet, quick feet. Good defending. Oh, inside. No one's there. On marks. And it's out of play. Out of play. Cucurella. That's it. Okay, come on, boys. Keep it up. Keep it up. Now we're in grind mode right now. Application, work rate, communication being key, you know? Mavididi just trying to come back inside. Oh, and Sanchez is there to clean the danger up. Nah, no handball. Shut up, man. Come on, it's all been Leicester on the ball so far, but defensively we've been okay. Torreson doesn't win his ball though when he leaves his line. Cross the side of the box, Cucurella is there, heading it away. Come on, boys, another 3 minutes of this. Oh, little cute pass. No! That's like the only threatening thing Leicester have done. And who's there to break it up? That's it. That's it. That's it. Superb play. Come on, Tyreek. Towards goal. Away from goal. Shit. He wins the corner at least. And we can waste some time now. We can waste some time. It's a shame, you know, like Pedro Neto didn't really make any type of run to try and create the second goal. He kind of just stayed on the left side, then didn't like dart his run. No diagonal runs in between defenses. But I guess right now it's about just wasting time, you know? Just taking our time. We see Neto, yeah, they're wasting hella time right now. 10 seconds being wasted alone. Like, and that's it, look. Looking to receive the contact. Neto trusts his upper body strength. Do we win that again? And it goes out of play for us. No, for Leicester. No, for us. Okay, cool, cool, cool. More time being wasted. Back to Neto. The upper body strength. Play Neto. Like, low-key, Neto is... I don't know what it is about him, but he's quite strong, this guy. That's been the main thing that's really surprised me about his entire game for us this season. Like, I didn't realize how strong he was. Like, and he likes the physical contact. Like, he will back into a man. He will hold a guy off. Like, he's not afraid of that part of the game. Come on, boys. Like 40 seconds left. Action upon yellow card for what? I think I completely missed that. 30 seconds left. Hermanison. Long goal kick. Cucurella's there. He's been there the entire game, heading anything away from that zone. That's it. That's yours, Tyreek. Play action pong. That's it. Bit of head tennis now. Bring it down. Or head it away. Come on. Put that work rate in. Chase that ball down. Come on, Tyreek. Apply pressure. He wins that. He doesn't. He does. Come on, Tyreek. Come on, Tyreek. Enzo. That's it. 3 points, boys. Come on. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Right now, results football. Results football. That's what we're here for. That's what we have to accept. Thank you, Marcus Alonso Cucurella. Marcus Alonso reborn. Without Cucurella's goal, I don't see how we score today against Leicester. So there's a different parts of the game where, listen, we can analyze the result, but we could also analyze the performance. Like, are we trying to do that today? You guys, are we trying to analyze the performance? Because outside of the pen from Palmer, I didn't see what we did to create any danger against Leicester, really. Which is, I don't know. You know, it is what it is, I guess. But come on, at least we maintain our position top 4. Learning today too, Bournemouth have drawn against Spurs. That's good. City have lost against Nottingham Forest, and we have Arsenal next. But if we get a point, which is okay, but ideally 3 points in our first big body this season, then we can really have some hope about securing Champions League football. So yeah, that's it, my guys. Maresca celebrating really hard right now. Obviously, he knows how important this result is. Not the sexiest performance, but the result, of course, has gone in our favour. But yeah, man, you guys, who are your performers today? I'd say Caicedo. I'd say Cucurella. I rated Neto for the work rate today, you know. Yeah, he put in a real shift, this guy, running up and down. There was that particular moment in the second half where he was like chasing the ball for like a minute or two straight, just sprinting. It's good that he's got that mindset, bro. It's really important that he's got the application on point. But my guys, I'm gonna wrap things up now. I'm gonna get ready to do this review. Hopefully you guys come back for that. We can discuss what's happening in the game, and I'll see you guys all soon.